So, first one we have up. Wait, nope, nope, nope. There we go.
Oh, oh, oh.
I've got it right now. Okay. Would you rather see Tom Holland's Spider-Man face Green Goblin or Doctor Octopus after Brand New Day?
Hmm, okay, here's the thing. Green Goblin is a fantastic villain. Fantastic. I just don't think that you could cast anybody besides Willem Dafoe to play him. It's kind of like Heath Ledger Joker. Anybody that comes after him is gonna
Well, even
have a
after
hard
Alfred
time.
Molina, though, dude.
And
Alfred
Alfred
Molina
Molina
still
too. Like they're both like they
really
both killed the
good.
character.
Yeah.
I think though I'd have to go with Doctor Octopus because in No Way Home, Alfred Molina did a fantastic job of bringing him back and just like it felt just like a continuation of Spider-Man 2. It's like, oh, we're right back where we were,
Yeah.
20 years before. But I think a new actor could probably do a decent Doctor Octopus. Plus, we had Green Goblin kind of in Amazing Spider-Man 2 with
Yeah.
Dane DeHaan, and nothing against Dane DeHaan. I actually think he's a fantastic actor.
Well, dude,
He's
the last let's be honest here. The last once okay, if you go to TASM 2 and you start it at the Electro Power Grid fight
mhm.
and you end it after Gwen Stacy dies, that is a great 20 to 30 minutes within the
It
movie.
is.
Like,
It
it
is.
is really
It's
fun.
the rest of the movie is just kind of it's very clunky. It feels
Yeah.
like a lot of hands were in the kitchen doing things like there's the whole, Peter and his parents like trying to
That's
solve that
weird.
mystery. I'm like, I don't feel like that was necessary to the movie because at the end of the day, you know what he found out? Absolutely nothing.
Except
Like
that his parents were, I guess,
his parents
awful or
were
mean,
well,
whatever,
not
yeah.
that it's not that they were awful or mean, it's that they were scientists and that they were killed because of the science that his dad was doing, which is like, okay, we kind of figured that out in the first movie with the flashback we had there. Is like, do we really have to spend an entire
Yeah.
half of this movie figuring that out? I feel like the movie should have been more spent on Peter and Gwen's relationship and Electro, becoming Electro, and maybe even spend some more time with Dane DeHaan becoming Green Goblin. Because again, nothing against Dane DeHaan, he's a fantastic actor. I've loved him in a bunch of movies. He just had a really, really crappy script for that character,
And
and
I also loved,
yeah,
like, unlike because Willem Dafoe's Goblin did not physically change into Green Goblin. He didn't have a
no,
physical
it
transform.
was a suit.
Dane DeHaan, though, had a and that I
It
love
was
watching that scene because it is to me, it's like, okay, no, he's turning into the Goblin, and I love his suit. Like, I genuinely really like his suit.
the
I
suit's okay.
I
I'm a
like
little
it.
bit. I'm not a huge fan of the physical transformation. Not all of it. The pointed ears, a little bit weird. The balding head, not a fan of that.
I just liked it because it's a transformation. Also, okay, Andrew Garfield was my Spider-Man growing up, it
I
wasn't
know.
Tobey, and TASM 2, I have a special place in my heart for it, like, I remember waiting for it to come out on DVD, that's how much I loved that movie, and I it's just it's got a weird spot for me. I also I mean, I really as much as people wanna shit on Electro and how bad his design was, I loved his design. I personally loved his
Well,
design better
I
than the one
I'm
he
a
had in, No Way
in
Home.
No Way Home. No,
Yeah,
I was okay with his design too because it's based off of the Ultimate version of
yeah.
Electro, which I was okay with it. I think that it was very cool. Certain character aspects of Electro could have been tweaked to be
Yeah,
better, I
yeah, when they
think.
try to make, Jamie Foxx look ugly, it's really hard when you try to make a guy that's that good looking
No,
ugly, it's
exactly.
really hard.
And, like, his behavior in No Way Home was a lot better than his behavior in TASM 2, but I
Yeah,
prefer the way he looked in TASM 2, I would agree.
yeah, so,
But
getting
back to the
back to
would you
this,
rather,
yeah,
yeah,
I think I would go Doctor Octopus more just because
yeah, same
Green
here.
Goblin was main villain in No Way Home. Green
Yeah,
Goblin was definitely no and I think especially if Peter's going to college, if that's what we're thinking they're gonna do in Brand New Day with him going to college, I think
mhm,
Doctor Octopus could be one of his professors, and you really can move into a
yeah.
segue like that of, "Oh, now he's gotta fight his professor." I mean, you can
Well,
do a
very
lot.
similar to, the Spider-Man Insomniac game. He
Yeah,
he worked as a lab assistant for Doctor Octopus, helping him trying to create prosthetics, and then, financial straits and other stuff going on, and it
yeah, which
causes Otto Octavius to turn evil, unfortunately.
Exactly. Like you can have a bunch of different doctors. You could have Doctor Octopus. You could have Kirk Connors. You know, you can have Kirk Connors. You can have Jackal as well. Like there's
Mhm.
so many different ways, but I think I would go Doctor Octopus. All right. So for the next, would you rather have the boys or Legend of Zelda be the next Fortnite collab?
I like them both. I like them both, but dude,
Okay,
I've got
I'll set
2.
them. I'll set them up for you. Okay, the
Okay.
boys. You have Homelander, Billy Butcher, and Black Noir are your skins. Those are your skins, okay? They all have
Okay.
their separate pickaxes, whatever you wanna make them. You know, Homelander, his glider is him flying like a Superman effect, and then we can whatever. For Legend of Zelda, you have Ganondorf, and you have, Gan
Ganondorf.
Ganondorf, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Don't play a whole lot of Zelda. So Ganondorf and Link. So you have those three, and then you have, you know, Link's sword and, you know, his glider and stuff like that. So that's who it would be skin wise, and they would only be skin collabs. There wouldn't be anything else. So based on that, what would you rather have?
I would dude, I've got 2 Links or Legend of Zelda swords and a shield on my wall. I gotta go with Legend of Zelda. I love the boys, but Legend of Zelda has always been just much more impactful to me.
Yeah.
I love
For
that.
me for me, it's gonna be the boys just 'cause, I'm
Okay.
not the biggest Zelda guy, but I love Black Noir is probably one of my favorite superhero type lore characters. I just love Black Noir. Not the new one, not the new one, I hate that guy. God, old Black Noir, though, I love Black
OG Black
Noir.
Noir, yeah.
Oh, and he's got one of the coolest suits, in my opinion,
Mhm.
um, in superhero lore. Okay,
Definitely.
moving on to the next one. Would you rather Mr. Sinister or Apocalypse be the main villain of the Mutant Saga?
That's a tough one, cause ah, man, because both the X-Men, the original X-Men animated show from the '90s and the X-Men '97 show, you
Mhm.
got both of these guys in there.
Yeah, they're
Apocalypse has always been much more of a, you know, overarching villain.
but also there have been stories where Mr. Sinister is.
Mm.
Like
I
Mr.
know,
Sin
that's the thing,
especially when it
it's
comes to the
tough.
genetics of the mutants, Mr. Sinister is always because he's a
Yeah.
geneticist. So
Yeah, he's
I
always involved in the background. I'd probably say Mr. Sinister just because we've already had a movie where Apocalypse was the main bad guy,
yeah.
and I would love to see how they handle Mr. Sinister in a movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go Apocalypse, and here's why. There are rumors, there was a report that came out, I wanna say maybe a year and a half ago, that The
Mhm.
Rock would be playing Apocalypse, and
Okay.
dude, I would love that. I would love that because I love The Rock, and I think him as Apocalypse would be really fun, but I also just I wanna see an actual Apocalypse because 'cause I'm not saying Oscar Isaac wasn't good, but I wanna see
It's
full on
e
Apocalypse with the guns, with the tubes connected to him. I
yeah,
want an actual
the
good
actual, like,
storyline
the
with the 4
technomorph
horsemen. Yeah,
actual
and I
Apocalypse.
want a good 4 horsemen storyline besides a rushed one that they did in an X-Men one. So I'm gonna go more Apocalypse.
Yeah, I get you.
Alright, moving on. Would you rather play 1943 Rise of Hydra or Wolverine right now? Both games are coming out
Oh,
next year.
they are
Rumored,
I know,
rumored. We find
rumored, but
we'll find out about Wolverine, and we'll talk about it on Saturday's episode, but which one are you wanting? Somebody came and said, "Hey, I've got the complete version of both games." Which one are you picking?
I mean, the 1943, that trailer for that game looked phenomenal. Like, oh my
Mhm,
gosh, it looks
mhm.
so good.
Made by the people that made Uncharted, made by the lady
Yeah,
that did Uncharted, yeah.
absolutely. But Wolverine is just A, love the Insomniac Spider-Man games. They have
Yes.
been excellent. And B, I've just always been more of a Wolverine fan than a Captain America or Black Panther fan. So I'd have to go Wolverine.
I'm gonna go Wolverine as well because I'm so excited for that game.
I know you are.
That's gonna be my
I mean,
most
shoot.
anticipated game for next year if it
I
gets
think didn't we
announced for
talk about it our first episode or second
Yes, we
episode?
did. Yes, we
I
did.
mean, it's
Yes.
like we've been waiting for this game
We've
for
been
so
waiting for
long.
this game. Alright, moving on to the next one. Would you rather Hugh Jackman stay as Wolverine or have someone else play the character in the Mutant Saga?
Again, these are tough because you can't really imagine someone else playing Wolverine except for Hugh Jackman. I mean, God, that's a tough one.
Okay, because here's I will Hugh Jackman right now is 56 years old. They're not
Is
gonna
he?
start yes, he is 56 years old. They are not gonna
I
start
thought he was older.
they're not gonna start the Mutant Saga till after Avengers: Secret Wars, and that comes out in '27. And there's a
Yeah,
possibility we don't get our first X-Men till maybe 2030, and that's in 5 years, and he could be 61.
yeah.
And
So
you
that
have
yeah,
to
that would
think
be.
a character that's gonna play for 15 years,
He's already
that's
been
if he
playing it for 25.
that's if
I
he
mean,
survives till he's 90. Let's see, I
I
mean,
know. Well, I mean, literally, Deadpool said, "We're gonna make him do this till he's 90." It's like,
that's like yeah, and to an
I
extent,
know,
you finally have to look at Hugh Jackman and be like, "This is awesome," but
but
you physically
he
can't keep
can't
putting his
he can't
body
keep
through
up. No,
this.
I know. So yeah, I'd have to say someone else. The issue is, I just don't know who could fill those shoes. Who's gonna wear the claws, bro?
Yeah, it's hard. It's one of those hard things to replace. It's like who's going to be the next Iron Man is going to be a hard one. Who's going to be the next Captain America? Like all of these questions, they have such hard people to replace, and
They do.
Wolverine is the big one that
Well,
they are going to struggle
because
to replace.
he is the one of the only characters that has been played by a singular person throughout
Yeah.
its entire run. Like,
Yeah.
you could say, "Oh,
Even
well,
the
Captain America was played by Chris Evans throughout the whole MCU," but there are other Captain America movies that have been played by other people.
also he hasn't been playing Captain America for 20 years. Like
No, yeah, he started in
Wolverine
2011.
exactly, like, and Hugh Jackman, has been
2000. The
exactly,
first X-Men came out in 2000.
2000 on the dot, so he's been playing it for a long time.
A
Also
quarter of a century. That's crazy.
and the man doesn't age, dude, like,
He
come on.
doesn't. He doesn't. He looks better in
Look
Deadpool and
bet that's
Wolverine
what I'm
than he
saying.
does in the first X-Men. It's like, where did these muscles come from? You are 56, my dude. Where? So I know I get it. Like it is hard to say someone else needs to play the character, but at the same time, you're like, who? Who's gonna play Wolverine?
Yeah, yeah, but, so yeah, we're both gonna go with the someone else. Alright.
Someone else, but good luck finding someone. Here's what we do: we get Hugh Jackman's DNA, clone him,
Clone him, yeah.
make him 20 years old again, and be like, all right, and go.
Good luck, you've got this.
We'll see you in 25 years when we need the next one.
Yeah. Alright. Moving on, would you rather have a Superman open world game or a Teen Titans open world team-based game?
Ooh, both of those seem really good.
Superman, the main villain is I will do this one. Superman, the main villain, you have Zod, and
Okay.
you have a side you he has a side character and a side boss of will go Lex Luthor's involved, but we'll also have a little bit of Doomsday's also Doomsday shows up as
Yeah.
well. So we'll
Okay.
have that, and then Teen Titans main villain is Deathstroke. We'll do
It's got to
Deathstroke.
be Deathstroke. Yeah, 100%.
Well, it could be
Slade.
It could be Trigon. Trigon's also a big Teen
Oh,
Titans
that's
villain.
true. That's true.
But for this one, I'll go Slade for this one
Hmm.
for yes. And the Teen Titans, we'll have
Is okay. Would
Robin.
the Teen Titans game be like online, like you could play with friends online?
I mean,
If it's a team-based game.
yes, but I have it in the style I imagine it as in the style of Rocksteady games though. But you can have a person
Okay.
come in and play with you. So here are the people in the Teen Titans. Robin, Starfire, Raven, Cyborg, Beast Boy. That's it.
So the good 5.
The 5. Nobody else, none of this extra who's he what's its, which are great characters, but when you think Teen Titans, you think of the 5, and
Yeah.
those are the 5 that are gonna be in it. So
See, because I was also thinking you might be able to remember the Guardians of the Galaxy game? where you
I wouldn't
basically
know.
play.
I wouldn't want it to play like that. I wouldn't want Robin
Yeah,
to be the member. I'd want you to play as all 5 different characters.
okay.
They play different. None of this of the Kill the Justice League garbage where they are all different characters, but they use the exact same guns and play pretty much the exact same. None of that garbage. They play
Just a cosmetic
completely
change.
exactly. They completely play different of each other, and there are different play styles completely. And
Yeah.
yes, it's got the style of kind of a Rocksteady.
I would probably go with the Teen Titans game then, because the Superman open world game would seem super fun. And like I mean, in that game you could be so powerful, like super duper
Mhm.
powerful. But I think that's also a detriment sometimes when it comes to games, because then you're like, well, where's the fun? I could just one punch hit everybody and be done.
Yeah,
So
and
I'd go with the Teen Titans.
that's why people have complained about Superman and why he hasn't gotten a game. It's like, guys, how? How do you do a Superman game well? He's not
Go
a
look at Superman 64.
yeah,
That is an example of what not to do.
like Superman is like is just not a character you can do, and they're like, oh, well, there's a Spider-Man game and there's a Wolverine game, and Marvel's able to do all these other characters. And it's like, okay, but in Marvel's universe, it's people trying to be gods. In DC, it's a world filled with gods. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. And it's very hard. That's why do you think Batman's gotten all of the games? Because Batman is one of the only characters that isn't a god. And you can
Yeah.
actually you can believe Batman getting his ass kicked by a tall dude because Batman is not invincible. He's got a bat suit and yeah, there's some perks, but that's about it. Like there's
Yeah.
no he's invincible.
There has to be a challenge. There has to be
Yeah.
something holding you back. And then in the Injustice games, they do a pretty good job. They're like, okay, everybody took this little pill that makes them have Kryptonian like strength. That's why Batman's able to fight Superman and not be, blown away in one punch.
Yeah.
But again, that's a fighting game. So
Yeah.
an actual Superman open world game, that's going to be hard to translate without making yourself seem too OP.
Yeah. So I'm also gonna go with the Teen Titans. Okay. And I think this
Yeah.
is the last one. Yes. Would you rather Robert Downey Jr. only be Doctor Doom for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, or have him continue to be Doctor Doom in future films?
Again, this is like it's the Wolverine thing. Like he's probably going to do very good as the character. We haven't seen him yet, but dude, it's Robert Downey Jr. He doesn't
Man's got an
miss.
Oscar. Like he's a good
Yeah,
actor.
he's got an Oscar. He's a very good actor, and he's been shouldering this MCU thing for almost 20 years now. We're approaching the 20th anniversary, and it would be hard to see anybody else fill his shoes. But at the same time, again, he's probably in his 50s, 60s. He's getting up there in age. So he also needs to, let someone else take over. And
I don't know though, because Doctor Doom, you can have an older person
you
playing.
can have an older
He's
person
60
play
years
Doctor
old.
Doom.
He's 60 years
He's
old.
60. Okay. So you can have an older person play Doctor Doom. I understand that. I'm fine with that. I think that if we rely too much on Robert Downey Jr. and his
Yeah.
stardom
Starts to become
to
flat too.
to keep selling movies like that, 100%, that was one of the biggest selling points for Doomsday was like, "Hey, look who Doctor Doom is. It's Robert Downey Jr." That instantly got probably 20-30% of people to change their mind from, "I don't really think I'm gonna watch any more Marvel movies," to, "I gotta go watch this
I
movie."
had friends who exclusively only maybe watch a Spider-Man movie here and there or a Batman movie. Like they don't care about the bigger MCU. And they'll
Mhm.
ask me, they'll be like, Jacob, what do I need to watch? What do I got to do this for this movie? Because I want to watch it. And they were coming to me not maybe a day after Doctor Doom, he'd be announced to play Doctor Doom, and like, what does this mean? How do you I thought he was Iron Man. Like people are excited to see him as it. And
They are.
I agree. I think though, I think if he keeps playing Doctor Doom, for one, it's very expensive. Like
Oh, for sure.
he's
Oh my
playing.
god.
I think if I saw it right, he's getting paid $100 million for both films, or I think it's $100 million for maybe a single film. Like he is
Let me go look.
expensive. Also, I mean, it'd be nice to see Doctor Doom under a different light, especially I'd want to finally see a Doctor Doom that isn't a full world MCU baddie, more just against the Fantastic Four. I'd want to see a more Doctor Doom that's only against the Fantastic Four as well. So
He's getting 100 million just for Doomsday.
Jeez. Yeah.
Shit's a Oh my god, like, the fact that they're shelling out this much money for
Yeah.
one actor, for one movie, and then they got another one right after it?
Yeah, which they just
What the
wrapped
f
filming this past
Yes, they
week.
did,
They
and we're gonna
just
talk
wrapped
about that
filming.
later.
Yep, we'll talk about some stuff about it later, but yeah. So that'll do it though, guys, for our would you rathers. What did you guys think? Did you guys love them? Did you guys hate us? Let us know your would you rathers and email us at the It's Getting Late podcast for any future segments of Would You Rather. Let us know all this stuff in the comments below. Want more? Check us out on YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, or even the link down below for the full podcast.
Leave us a comment if you guys have any thoughts, questions, or ideas. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more videos and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.